out here.
I'm just that extra.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with
Kitty Quinn in the flesh, all day, every day.
And we're bringing something a little bit different this time. We are going to be talking about vampires. Because, yeah, obviously you guys can see that I cannot resist talking about vampire movies.
Who can?
Because I love vampires.
I mean, who doesn't love vampires? How do you not love vampires is my real question.
You gotta love something about vampires.
I mean, I love a lot of things about vampires myself. Like, I've dated a vampire. Like, no, I know, and people are like, okay, I dated 2 vampires. Okay, one, I don't think he was actually a vampire. I feel like he was like a mall goth. He was like in it for like the aesthetic of like being a vampire.
Yeah.
And like I don't really think he was more I feel like about like the aesthetic and like the fashionable ideal or like the label. Then I actually did date like I saw like stuff about their vampire family, like it's people across multiple countries, and I had a really hard time like entirely like buying into it, you know what I mean? Because I'm kind of like, yeah, but I mean, like really
blood and all that
but
stuff?
Some of them, it's not as much about blood
Okay.
as it is about other things that are tied into it, where it's not as much about like feeding on the blood. It's more about like an entire like culture. It's like the only way I can ever think of describing it, it's like a secret society. There's a lot of stuff that I wasn't allowed to be privy to. And I mean, like, dated dude for like a long ass minute. And so like, I mean, even I wasn't allowed to like look into certain books or like see certain things.
Books
but
too? Like old?
Like, yeah, like stuff with like history about their like vampire family and clan and all that stuff. But the thing that made me believe it was the dream walking. I know it sounds like immediately I just like say it out loud and I can like feel the entire world's judgment because it sounds insane. Vampires are capable of coming to you and visiting you in your dreams. And I had my boyfriend came and he visited me in a dream, and I told him about the dream, whatever, and I'm like, yeah, but I mean, like, you know me really well. You could probably predict what I would say is gonna be in a dream anyway. Wrong, don't buy it. So the next thing, because we were in a poly, like, different type of relationship, so like my sister sub in another country, she did the same thing where she was like, you know, I'm gonna visit you in your dream, whatever. And then so like she told me she was going to, but told me she wasn't gonna tell me what she would do. Which again, I was kind of like,
yeah, right.
Girl, you literally sound like you're just like setting it up like a psychic with a crystal ball at a fair right now. Like, I don't buy this.
And how much of it is implanted, like, okay, you said I was going to dream about that, so now I'm going to dream about it? Because...
Exactly, where it's like you just have that, like, where people, like, steal stuff by accident just because they aren't even aware that they had seen something similar. So, again, same thing. I was, like, super duper skeptical because I was like, yeah, I just don't know about that.
Yeah.
Third time was the charm. I was unaware that there were going to be any attempts to join me or, you know, invade my fucking sleep brain. And this person who I had never seen, like, and it was actually, it happened to be that girl's, like, husband. Never seen a picture of him. It was a very intense dream. It was a very vivid dream. It felt almost like a lucid dream where, like, you feel like you almost like have like a control over it, like you're like kind of conscious that you're dreaming, sort of, to put it like that. I didn't even tell them about the dream for like, I don't know, it was like a month or something. I felt this weird like inclination, like the memory of the dream came up a couple of times in my mind, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, whatever. And then like I had another dream that it was that dude again, and he was telling me to tell my boyfriend about this dream.
Oh my
gosh.
Like, whoa.
So I go and I tell him about the dream, and all he does was send me a picture of her husband.
Oh my God, that's wild. It was the guy.
Are you kidding me? And then I was like, okay, still skeptical Sally over here a little bit. Yeah. What did he do in the dream? What did he say in the dream?
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh my God.
So yes,
that's wild.
Vampires exist. They are not all bloodthirsty neck suckers. And I mean, I want to say like some of them feed off of energy, but that gets connoted into like the bad term of like an energy vampire in a bad way.
Oh my gosh, but have you ever seen What We Do in the Shadows?
No! Whitney Morgan is desperately
God.
trying to make me watch it. It's been on my list for like 3 years and I still haven't gotten to it. I'm the worst ever.
They have an energy vampire and he's like boring. So he just sucks the energy out of people. Oh my god, it's hilarious. But anyways.
See, they don't like take your energy.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like, to me, I always kind of likened it, because like I'm very, very much an empath.
Yeah.
And I kind of likened it to like empath to like the 10th power,
Yeah.
essentially. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where like they are very, very deeply affected with other people's feelings and moods around them. Where like
Right.
I've always felt that, but not to like the intense degree that they do, where it's like you feel sick.
Yeah.
Certain times.
I did see one of those TLC shows that are like My Crazy Fetish or whatever that is, where they're talking about the vampires, and most of the show was more about the polyamorous aspect of that relationship. But
You're poly too.
yeah. Are all vampires?
Toss that out there. We'll sprinkle on top. Carry on.
That is interesting.
Just saying.
Like, if the movie vampires were real, what would the features be that you'd want? Because I know that I would like one of the flying, obviously.
Yeah.
The
I mean, that would be
power. That's like the
honestly,
strength.
okay, so like my ex, he actually did stunt work as Blade.
I love
Like,
Blade.
He like looked like that.
Oh my
Hello.
gosh.
Hello. So like for me,
I can't imagine why you wanted to date him.
but for me it was more or less, it's not like, to me, I guess because I have a different experience, I don't think of like the superhuman aspects of like, I don't think of like, you know, the Edward Powers or whatever. I never even watched the Twilight stuff. I did True Blood, but anyway, I digress. He seemed like omnipresent and like knowing. Do you know what I mean? Where I felt like I really loved the fact that like he like just knew.
Yeah.
And that it's something where you kind of like, sometimes you'll feel safe around a guy, like, oh, I could feel safe around him, he would do anything. There was a very different level of a feeling of safety with feeling as though his capabilities were significantly superior to anything we would encounter. Yeah. So for me, it's that inner unspoken knowledge and power that I've seemed to find in the people that I was lucky to meet through him. Like, they all exuded that. It was just like a very, I mean, I guess like wise and powerful.
Yeah. Could you turn into a vampire? Is that
I don't know.
They wouldn't tell you?
No, but the one kept telling me that I was like, she kept likening me to Sookie in True Blood because of the way that I would connect like with them, although like I'm not. Yeah, like I'm like, exactly, I'm like vampire and Jason. Because like I love the taste of blood. Yeah. It's like on the occasion I bleed, I'm like,
yeah, it's iron, yummy.
Like, I like it. It's not bad. You know what I mean? I like biting. I like being bitten. So, like, I get it. Like, in theory. But I don't know if you could actually become one. Nobody ever told me. Maybe they're not supposed to tell you. Because maybe you can and they don't want to give away the secret because then they're going to have, like, the whole world of vampires or something. There has to be something to it. Because to me, it's like, why wouldn't you just say no? Yeah. Like, if you just couldn't, you just be like, nope.
You just deny.
You wouldn't be like, I can't discuss this topic. Closed. Right? Yeah. It would be like, no. Super simple. Super easy. Right. You sell it. I would know no more. I would know no less. I would never think about it again. Yeah. But the whole like, I'm like, okay, that tells me you're guilty. And that tells me so I just gotta look under the right rock and figure out how I'm gonna become a vampire.
That's right.
That's really what it boils down to.
I mean, I would totally. I know who I would eat. I know.
I have a list of about at least 11 that I would eat, just right off the top of my head right now, just like boom, like that. Super fast.
I would literally eat up all the prisoners. And if you could literally fly in and fly out, I mean,
I just want to fly. I would love to fly.
Me too.
I want to fly.
Travel one.
That and fly.
Or you can just think of something and you can be there. That would be cool.
Like that. I would actually go to like the Maldives.
If you like to travel.
So does Kitty. I have all my shots and everything, so like whatever.
You have your passport though? Is it ready to go?
Oh, you better get on it. Okay, no, it is. It's another year and a half. I'm good. I had to think about the expiration date. I had to think about it, but no, I'm good. I'm ready. I mean, if you have a black Amex, whatever, like, you can get me a new passport.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
That is true. You can take her anywhere and get her whatever she wants.
Always get me whatever I want.
Including a vampire subscription into the, whatever you would call it. Get us into the club.
Yeah. I definitely want to be in the vampire club.
Except I want to drink blood and I want to survive off blood and I want to be able to fly and have the power and stuff. I don't want to be an ugly vampire though.
Ew, no. I don't want to
like
be
the
ugly
ugly vampires.
anything. I don't like ugly things.
No, I
in
like
general.
to stay young and beautiful, like an Interview with a Vampire when they get young and beautiful.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Maybe, okay, Vika always tells me, she's like, whatever you tell me to do with my skin, I'm going to do, because I've looked back through all of your Facebook photos, and I swear you've aged in reverse. Maybe I am a vampire! Maybe I am a vampire! Maybe I am! Because like, if you look back at pictures of me like that, you're like, who is that troll? Who is that weird troll I'm looking at? I see remnants of this person I know. I'm like, so maybe, I don't know. How do we test it? How do we know if I'm a vampire?
Eat me. Well, now I gotta know,
what you wish for.
would you guys want to turn into vampires if they were real, if the TV versions of real, and if they were, what would be your features that you'd want to have?
Definitely leave it in the comments, because I'm super going to be lurking in your
Yeah.
comments. And I want to see what you guys say.
I want to see how many of you are evil like me and would go eat up all the bad guys.
Because, you
I
know,
totally eat 'em up.
it takes an get them all.
Yeah, I've heard bad tastes better, so.
I mean, that's always good.
Yeah. All right, you guys, leave comments and go follow her YouTube channel. It's going to be in the description, so.
You got it.
All right, bye.